This is the War Brief Daily for March 29th, covering the Iran and wider Middle East theater. Tonight we are tracking 4 major updates. Houthi forces fire on Israel for the first time since this war began. Iran launches a Gulf-wide offensive. U.S. troops are wounded in Saudi Arabia as Kuwait, Bahrain, the UAE, and Oman all come under attack. Airstrikes hit close to Iran's Bushehr nuclear plant and strike university buildings in Tehran. And a diplomatic track quietly opens with Pakistan pushing for ceasefire talks. Here is the full picture. First, Houthis fire on Israel. This is confirmed. Yemen's Houthi forces have claimed responsibility for a missile attack on Israeli territory, their first direct strike since the broader Iran-US-Israel war began on February 28th. Confirmed via AP wire reporting. This is significant. Israel is now absorbing fire simultaneously from Iran's ballistic missiles to the northeast, Hezbollah rockets and drones from the north, and now Houthi missiles from the south. This is Iran's saturation doctrine in practice. Force Israel to defend in every direction at once, exhausting interceptors that cost anywhere from $40,000 to $3.5 million per round. The interception status of the Houthi missile is not yet confirmed at time of this brief. Second, a Gulf-wide Iranian offensive. This is confirmed across multiple official sources. More than 24 U.S. troops have been wounded in Iranian missile and drone attacks on a Saudi airbase. Kuwait's international airport was damaged in a drone attack. 2 Kuwaiti ports were separately struck, confirmed by the Kuwaiti government. Bahrain logged more than 40 air attack incidents in a single 24-hour window. The UAE confirmed a missile intercepted over Abu Dhabi. And Oman reported a drone strike on the port of Salalah, one of the world's major container transshipment hubs on the Asia-Europe shipping corridor. This is not just a military event. A strike on Salalah introduces real consequences for global commercial shipping and cargo insurance. The strategic picture. Iran is forcing the coalition to fracture its air defense bandwidth across 5 countries simultaneously. Third, airstrikes inside Iran. Confirmed via Iranian state reporting, though the full scope is still developing. Iranian authorities reported an airstrike in the vicinity of the Bushehr nuclear power plant. This is the most sensitive target adjacent to a civilian nuclear facility to be reported in this entire conflict. Bushehr is Russia-built and operates under IAEA safeguards. A confirmed strike in its vicinity immediately introduces a great power diplomatic dimension with Moscow. Israeli and U.S. governments have not confirmed this strike at time of publication. Separately, an airstrike damaged university buildings in Tehran, confirmed via AP. For context, on March 27th, the IDF struck Iran's primary missile and sea mine production facility in Yazd. The trajectory of this air campaign is moving deeper into Iranian territory and closer to infrastructure with international implications. Fourth, U.S. posture and the diplomatic track. The aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford is currently in Croatia for repairs, confirmed via AP, reducing U.S. carrier-based strike capacity in the theater for the near term. On the diplomatic side, Pakistan's Prime Minister has briefed Iran's president on a push to end the war, with foreign ministers from relevant parties expected to meet in Islamabad. This is early stage. The kinetic pace on the ground has not slowed to match the diplomatic signals. Here is what to watch next. Watch for any IAEA or U.S. confirmation of the Bushehr-adjacent strike, and any environmental assessment from international monitors. This could rapidly escalate great power involvement. Watch whether Houthi strikes against Israel become a sustained campaign or a one-time signal. Watch for official casualty figures from the UAE and the Saudi base attacks. Watch whether Iran specifically targets U.S. naval assets given the reduced carrier presence in theater. And watch Islamabad. If foreign minister-level talks actually convene, this would be the first structured diplomatic contact of this war. That is your War Brief Daily for March 29th. Stay informed.